Good afternoon. We're here at Laurenceton at the Ball family reunion, and this is Friday, July 28th, 2000. And it's about, I would say, 25 degrees here this afternoon. And we have Uncle Wallace here, and he's going to just give us a few memories of some of the things he can remember growing up here in Laurenceton. And Uncle Wallace, whereabouts are you in the family? Are you one of the youngest or one of the oldest?
I'm the youngest boy, youngest son. There's one younger than me, a girl.
Okay, so you actually grew up here in Laurenceton?
Yes, I was about 20 years old when I leave Lawrence.
And what did you do after you finally left Laurenceton? Where did you go?
Well, I went to Corner Brook, went to work with Bo Otters.
Okay.
And worked with them practically all my life, and retired at 62.
Okay, good for you. Now, can you give us any funny memories or whatever kind of memories you like about your parents, Robert and Charlotte? Because I don't even know Robert and Charlotte. I'm Wilford's granddaughter, and I never ever had a chance to meet them.
My mother was, I think she was 77 she died, but she raised a family of 10. 14 in our family, but 4 died at infancy.
Okay.
And she was very patient and lovely singer.
Good.
And she, regardless of what happened, she never got upset.
Ooh.
She was always pleasant. I remember one of the neighbors saying, "When I see Aunt Charlotte coming, I know she's not coming to row."
Well, that's great. If she could keep her patience with raising 10 children, I think that's a very honorable thing.
Yes.
And give us a few more memories.
Well, I remember as a boy growing up here, and we had severe weather then, and you had to walk to school. There's no bus at that time.
Right on.
And no gyms.
Oh.
And you had to make your own fun, get your own football games going, and your own baseball, and other things in between. And I remember Father, he was away from home quite a bit, but still summer times, he had work to do. To cut, kept cattle, cows and sheep. And then he caught salmon.
Oh, yes.
And myself, I've tended it at times after, when Father would be away, when I got older, like 15, 16. And I like to have some of the salmon we caught at that time.
Right on.
Yeah.
Now, Uncle Wallace, where did all you guys get your humor and your? And most of you are comical and like to laugh and you love to sing. Who was the comical one, Robert or Charlotte? Would you say?
Well, Father was kind of comical, but he was kind of a dry humor.
Yes,
He he'd tell us different things and tell stories, and Mother was very good too. Too bad.
So who was musical in your family? Did Robert,
Mother
Charlotte?
could play the button accordion, and Wilford could play the button accordion.
Oh.
And Mother could very good singer.
Good.
Yes.
Now, can you remember any for example, can you remember when Wilford got his finger cut off? Can you remember that story?
No, that was I guess I was around, but I don't remember.
Okay.
When I remember, it was about finger gone.
Right. And did you kids have chores and that now when you were growing up? Did you have to help out around the house?
Yes. When Father was away, he used to be gone like winter time. He had a horse, and he'd go in the woods probably. He'd over to Deerlick at that time, different winters, and with the Handy Company in Bishop Falls.
Okay.
And we had sheep and cows, and myself and Bert home, we had to look after them, feed the cows, take care of the cow, take care of the sheep, and then in the spring help shear the sheep.
Right.
And Mother would card the wool, send it away to the carding mills, and then she'd spin it, and then she'd knit our clothes.
So how did she manage to keep all of you kids disciplined? What was the how did she manage to do all that with 10 kids?
When we deserved it, we got it.
Got a good trimming.
But it wasn't too bad.
No.
No, family.
Now,
Yes.
can you do you have any other memories of you and the boys, or you and the sisters, or like going to school, or in the
no.
winter?
When Cecil was 18 years older than what I am,
Okay, right.
and Wilf was about 16, and Edley was 70.
Oh,
By the time I got up to remember, they were away to work.
yes.
But I do remember coming home. But I remember that no one dared do anything to me, touch me,
Oh,
when Wilfred was there.
is that right?
Yeah.
So you were like the smallest boy, so
Yeah.
they kind of looked out for you.
He was my chairman.
Oh, very good. And can you remember, was there a little church here in town then, or what did you do for
well,
church?
I remember when Pentecost came here first.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, and when they came in, they held meetings in cottages, and my parents and Pastor Fortright is passed on, them went back to the old Methodist, because it's still the old Methodist way. You'd have the early service, and then after then you'd have the evening service, and you'd have preaching, and then you'd have testimonies and songs afterwards. So they began singing, and some of the new courses they learned,
Yeah.
and the minister at the time was a young man. He drove them to church.
Oh, did he?
Yes,
You
yes,
drove
he kicked
him at the church?
Yes, drove him to tell him to get out. Jumped over the communion and helped him to get out.
Is that right?
Yes.
So he didn't like the new songs?
No. And well, he had people, with him. But then they fitted up the place. I know for a while, Father had the whole house right there behind that lilac tree.
Oh, yes, okay,
Fitted
back
up
there.
that, and for a church. Then after a while, they got far enough ahead to build a small church.
Okay.
And that one now was up there near Tetford's.
Oh,
Tetford's bought
yes,
it. They
yeah,
got
right on.
a graduate out of it.
Yeah. So was it a common thing, like for you as a family, every Sunday you had to get up and get dressed, and
Yeah, go to church, yes. Yeah.
the whole family?
Well, pretty well. Well, lots of times mother would stay home and cook dinner, because them times Sunday dinner was the main.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can you remember much of your father, or was he gone a lot?
Attention, please, for an announcement.
Well, I remember a lot
Those of
because
you who want to take
Father.
part in the Saturday noontime lunch at the town hall, Laura needs to know today.
You ready to go again? Okay. You got the part where I asked him about his father? Okay. So you just
quite a bit about Father. He gave us a lot of advice,
Okay.
and I guess he teaches the work ethic,
Yes.
and I guess we more or less all followed in his steps in a way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because one of the common things about the Ball people is that they have a good work ethic, and they're loyal and they're honest people. So you would say you got that from your parents?
Yes, that's right, yeah. Even down to the great-grandchildren.
Yes. So Wallace, you married Velna Tetford. And how many children did you have?
We had 7 children,
Yeah.
3 boys
Okay.
and 4 girls.
Now, would you know how many grandchildren you got offhand?
15.
15 grandchildren.
Yeah, the six of our family. Our youngest daughter's not married.
Okay.
She's 35. You know one.
Yeah, I know Laura. Yeah, she's living home with you in Deer Lake. So, Wallace, what do you do now in your spare time, now that you're retired?
Well, there's always something to do, girl.
Yeah.
And lately, my wife's been sick, and I've had to spend a lot of time with her
Okay.
this last couple of years. But I does a little gardening.
Oh, good.
I still gets my own firewood.
Do you really? What do you go in on the trike, or you use machines like that?
Snow machines.
Oh, yes.
Go in. Myself and my son-in-law usually work together,
Okay.
and
So, Uncle Wallace, how old are you now today? July 2000.
well, I'll be 79 the 2nd of October.
79. So you're getting up there. You're not quite 80 yet, but you got a lot of memories.
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank you for doing this interview with us, and I hope you have a real good weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
There's a lot more things I could tell you.